This commentary is created for the purpose of providing analysis, critique, and educational insights. All footage used falls under fair use, and no portion of this commentary is intended to replace the original work. I encourage viewers to watch the full movie to support the creators. This story opens with what looks like a fairy tale setup. The heiress of the Green family publicly searching for a husband, the media buzzing, the elites watching, and right at the center of it all is Chloe Green. A woman who once loved blindly and paid for it with her entire life. Because this isn't just a romance, it's a rebirth story, a revenge story, and a slow emotional awakening wrapped in luxury, manipulation, and fate. In her previous life, Chloe gave everything to Eric Wilson, her money, her family, her dignity, only to be betrayed, drained, discarded, and killed emotionally and literally. While Eric paraded another woman under the banner of love. And when Chloe wakes up reborn 1 year earlier, she doesn't cry, she doesn't panic, she recalculates. This time, she doesn't chase, she doesn't beg, she doesn't explain. She lets Eric expose himself. Every cruel word he speaks, every demand he makes, every insult he throws becomes proof that the man she once loved never loved her back. He loved her power, her assets, her devotion, and when she stops offering those things, he collapses into entitlement and rage. Enter Samuel Parker, a man who at first seems like a convenient business alliance, quiet, disciplined, almost too composed, but what makes him terrifyingly different is this: he gives without asking, he protects without demanding, and he never once doubts Chloe's worth, not her wealth, not her status, but her existence. While Eric demands 50% of Chloe's assets just to marry her, Samuel hands over his fortune voluntarily, not as leverage, but as trust. Not because he wants control, but because he already chose her long before she even remembered him. And that's where the story quietly flips. Because this isn't a love triangle, it's a revelation. Chloe thinks Eric was her childhood savior, the boy who stood by her when she was young, the reason she loved him for over a decade. But that memory was never his. It belonged to Samuel. Samuel stepped away, erased himself, trained for years, sacrificed his own happiness, all because he believed his fate would bring harm to Chloe. And when destiny gave him a second chance, he didn't rush her, he didn't claim her. He protected her silently from the shadows, even if it meant taking the hit himself. While Eric believes Chloe is still obsessed with him, still acting, still bluffing, Samuel is already dismantling every escape route Eric has, legally, financially, strategically, not for revenge, but for closure. And the most satisfying part is that Chloe never has to raise her voice, never has to beg, never has to prove anything. Eric destroys himself with his arrogance, convinced that Chloe could never stop loving him, convinced that without him she is nothing, not realizing that the moment she stopped loving him, he lost everything. By the time Eric realizes Chloe is truly gone, it's already over. His family bankrupt, his allies gone, his lies exposed, and the woman he once thought would crawl back to him is standing beside a man who never once made her feel small. The final reveal, that Samuel and Chloe were always connected, that both were reborn, that the wish made at Spirit Mountain was never about power or wealth, but about Chloe's safety and peace, reframes the entire story. This was never about choosing the better man. It was about remembering the right one. In the end, this isn't a story about revenge winning. It's about self-respect winning, about a woman learning that love doesn't demand sacrifice until there's nothing left. Love gives without destroying, protects without ownership, and stays without chains. Chloe didn't just escape her past life, she rewrote her future. And Samuel didn't just marry the woman he loved. He finally stepped into the life he waited 2 lifetimes to live. If you stayed till the end, this wasn't just drama, it was closure. And honestly, that's what makes this story hit so hard.